Hello folks, it's Yasmin from Tiny Time Big Results and from life generally. I'm sorry I'm a few minutes late today. I did say that I was going to do this Facebook Live at the top of the hour, but my mum is here at the moment and she's going home today. She's been with us for 3.5 weeks and it's been amazing, and she's going home today, so I was chatting with her, so that's why I'm late. So, but choosing my mum is always a good decision, and she's just a big love bug, so I just love spending that time with her and talking with her. But the reason that's the reason why I'm late, so I'm not apologising for that. I'm apologising obviously if you've been waiting. I know you're waiting to see what I'm going to say. yeah, whatever, Yasmin. Okay, so my question for you today is rise or shrink. I just watched a great video this morning and it really got me thinking. As you well know, I am not a fan of the Donald. I was heartbroken really yesterday to see that he had been elected president of the United States. I did do a video on that, like what happens next. But I saw a video this morning, and one of the biggest challenges that I think that we have is, my Facebook feed was flooded with choose love, choose love, choose love. And sometimes it's easy to choose love when the object is easy to love, and when it's not easy to love, that's when I think the real struggle is, or the real spiritual endeavor is really challenging, because you're thinking, oh, you want me to love Donald? Really? You want me to love what's going on? And, so we have to shine our love on the light as well as the dark as well as the light, if you like. But there was a video today that really made me feel a sense of compassion, and actually I was pretty impressed, because today I saw a video from 1987, and when Donald Trump was on Oprah Winfrey, and he was asked by Oprah whether he would stand for president. And he said, I don't know, I'm loving what I'm doing right now, and, I just don't know, but I'm sad to see how the country's going. And then she said, I've heard you say that if you did go for president, you'd win. And what he has said in that, the next line really has stuck with me, and it's kind of just at the front of my mind at the moment, because he said, well, I think I could win it. I wouldn't go in it to lose. I would go in to win. And just taking that one line, I wouldn't go in it to lose, really made me think about how we approach life in general. And it got me thinking, though, for so many people, and including myself, we have big dreams and big visions and big ideas, and you want to make a positive difference, and you want to, make life really good for yourself. You don't want to be in the rat race. You don't want to be, you don't want to feel like you're just paying a mortgage and, paying for your car and going to do work that you don't really love to do. And so, you have this big idea of what your life would look like, but every day goes past and you're like thinking, God, I'm not any closer to that. I'm not any closer to that. And we have all these excuses in our mind about why we can't do that. For a long time, my kind of internal dialogue was, well, I'm not in a big city, or, I can't go to networking meetings and all this kind of stuff. And it's like all of that is just a whole bunch of excuses, a whole bunch of nonsense about why we can't really be who we are here to be. And that for me is a really powerful realization. And that leads me to that question that I was asking today. Do we rise or do we shrink? Because when you shrink, you kind of just think, well, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'm okay with what I'm doing right now. And, if I can just pay the bills, I'll be okay. That's enough. And then there's that other part of you, the really, your soul, your heart is saying, you're here for more than this. You're here for more than this. And you can do it if only you just allow yourself to really step into that sense of your own power. And, take some self-belief lessons. I can't believe I'm about to say this. Take some self-belief lessons from Donald Trump when he says, I wouldn't go in it to lose. And this is not about a zero-sum game, like where one person wins and another one loses. But if you rise, if you step into your power and other people see your example and then they rise as well, like a rising tide lifts all boats. And this is what I think we have to be really thinking about. You know, this year has been crazy. Like I said yesterday in the video, if you haven't watched it, you know, what I was saying was, you know, we had an Irish election here, which was not definitive at all. And now, so we have this shitty, crappy coalition government that they're just propping up basically the status quo. Don't get me started. As you can see, I am a bit of a political animal. You know, we had Brexit, which I remember waking up in the morning the next day and being completely gutted and heartbroken. I went, oh my God, what the hell's going on? And then to wake up and see that Donald Trump is now the president of the United States. And, you know, everyone was like saying, we need to be love, we need to be love, we need to be love. And, oh, hello. There's my mum.
Hi.
You're on a Facebook Live, Mum.
Oh. Right, I'm just going.
She's so cute. Okay. She's so adorable. Isn't my mum adorable? Yes, she is. And so everyone was talking about, you know, we've got to just share love and be love and all that kind of good stuff. And I absolutely agree with that. You know, for me, it's like, okay, so how can I be more love? But then I was like thinking, what else can we do though? What else can we do? And I just thought, you know, sometimes I think we feel powerless, you know, in the grand scheme of things. And we're not. We're never powerless. You know, everything that happens to us, you know, we can control how we respond to that. And so for me, the doing part of what we can do is us showing up, us rising and standing in our own power and actually saying no more excuses, no more bullshit. You know, if you're here to do something and be something of value and you want to really step into that power, it's your time to rise. And that for me, last night I was actually journaling and I just suddenly got this divine download, if you like. And I just thought, okay, we need to do something about this, because for me, I see you know, a lot of people in business, you know, struggling because, you know, it's like we're just getting by and it's like, you know, you're just doing what you need to get done. And we're kind of very much in that rabbit, you know, we're kind of just focusing on what's going on, but we can't really see the big picture. And in my years of self-employment, I know that strategy is not, it's like literally 20%. What goes on here is huge. What goes on here is huge. And until those are aligned and you're really living and operating from that space, all the strategy in the world is not going to make your dream come true. It's not going to make that vision come true and come alive. And that's why from January, I'm actually starting a 4-month mastermind called Woman Rising. And yes, it's Woman Rising, because my whole life has been about really empowering myself as a woman and helping other people to see their power and to see the choices that they can make. And so I apologize to the men that are watching this, but this mastermind is about woman rising. It is time for us to step up. It is time for us to really step into our power. And for me, your business is a beautiful vehicle to do that. Absolutely beautiful vehicle, because now you can really step into your value, your skills, your passion, your talents, your God-given talents. And so it's now time for you to step up and say, right, I want to make this happen. I want to take those steps to really be who I'm meant to be right now. We don't have the future. This is one mistake that I've made a lot, you know, in my life, where I was thinking, oh yeah, you know, down the line, I'll do this, this, and this. I don't know if I have any of down the lines. The only moment that I have is right now. Right now. That's the only moment that we have. The past is gone. The future hasn't happened yet. And, you know, trust me, I'm someone who lives in the future. So this has been, you know, an interesting journey for me. But if I only have the moment right now, then it's time for me to step into that powerful place. And it's time for you to step into that powerful place. So that's what I'm going to be really kind of sharing with you and guiding and taking on this journey with me. If you're interested, you know, Woman Rising is all about claiming your power, claiming your value, and being well paid for it. Because you know what? When you're not abundant, when you don't feel abundant, then everything shrinks. And abundance is not just about money, but it's about who we are being and the gratitude and the appreciation, but the abundance that you know that is within you in terms of your skills, your expertise. I am sick of hearing that, you know, women think that they're not good enough. I'm sick of telling myself that I'm not good enough. And so, you know what? We're going to get rid of all of that. This is our time. If you'd like to know more about the mastermind, then, you know, send me a message or email me at support@yasminforagey.com. I'd love to talk to you about it if you think this would be something that you'd really like to get involved with. And at the moment, I do have a really great offer for you if you'd like to be part of that Woman Rising Mastermind. But whether you join the mastermind or you don't, the choice today is for you to make. Do you rise and step into your power and shine brightly, share your value, offer your value, sell your value, and be well paid for it? I know I said the S word. Yes, you know, if you're in business, you do need to sell, you know, but until you really understand and appreciate the value that you have in your skills and your passion and your expertise, and I know you have expertise, so it's time for you to really own that and share that with the world and be well paid for that, be well rewarded for that. It's time for you. So that's my question to you. Please let me know what you think. Is it time for you to rise? Are you shrinking? What makes you afraid of rising? What holds you back? I'd love to hear from you. So pop your questions and your comments below. I'd just love to hear from you. If you're interested in the mastermind that's starting in January, then please do get in touch with me. I'd love to hear from you. And I'm going to leave that thought with you today. Rise or shrink. All right, my lovelies. Take care. I'll see you soon.